Want to sit with me and my friends for lunch? Where? Laurel asked. David looked at her strangely. In the cafeteria? Oh, she said, disappointed. He seemed nice, but she was tired of being cooped up inside. Actually, I'm gonna go find a place outside. She paused. Thank you, though. Outside sounds good to me. Want some company? Really? Sure. I've got my lunch in my backpack, so I'm all set. Besides, he said, hefting his bag onto one shoulder, you shouldn't sit alone on your first day. Thanks, she said after a tiny hesitation. I'd like that. They walked out to the back lawn together and found a grassy spot that wasn't too damp. Laurel spread her jacket on the ground and sat on it. David kept his on. Aren't you cold? He asked, looking skeptically at her jean shorts and tank top. She slipped out of her shoes and dug her toes into the thick grass. I don't get cold very often, at least not here. If we go somewhere with snow, I'm miserable, but this weather's perfect for me. She smiled awkwardly. My mom jokes that I'm cold-blooded. Lucky you. I moved here from LA about 5 years ago, and I'm still not used to the temperature. It's not that cold. Sure, David said with a grin, but it's not that warm either. After our first year here, I looked up the weather records. Did you know that the difference between the average temperature in July and December is only 14 degrees? Now that is messed up. They fell silent as David ate a sandwich and Laurel poked at a salad with a fork. My mom packed me an extra cupcake, David said, breaking the silence. Want it? He held out a pretty cupcake with blue frosting. It's homemade. No thanks. David looked at her salad doubtfully, then back at the cupcake. Laurel realized what David was thinking and sighed. Why was that the first conclusion everyone always jumped to? Surely she wasn't the only person in the world who just really liked vegetables. Laurel tapped one fingernail against her can of Sprite. It's not diet. I didn't mean... I'm vegan, Laurel interrupted. Pretty strict, actually. Oh, yeah? She nodded, then laughed stiffly. Can't have too many veggies, right? I guess not. David cleared his throat and asked, So, when did you move here? In May. I've been working for my dad a lot. He owns the bookstore downtown. Really? David asked. I went in there last week. It's a great store. I don't remember seeing you, though. That's my mom's fault. She dragged me around shopping for school supplies all week. This is the first year I haven't been homeschooled, and my mom's convinced I don't have enough supplies. Homeschooled? Yeah, they're forcing me to go to public this year. He grinned. Well, I'm glad they did. He looked down at his sandwich for a few seconds before asking, Do you miss your old town? Sometimes, she smiled softly. But it's nice here. My old town, Oric, is seriously small. Like 500 people small. Wow, he chuckled. LA's just a little bigger than that. She laughed and choked on her soda. David looked like he was ready to ask something else, but the bell sounded and he smiled instead. Can we do this again tomorrow? He hesitated for a second, then added, With my friends, maybe? Laurel's first instinct was to say no, but she'd enjoyed David's company. Besides, socializing more was yet another reason her mom had insisted on public school this year. Sure, she said before she could lose her nerve. That'd be fun. Awesome. He stood and offered her his hand. He pulled her to her feet and grinned lopsidedly for a minute. Well, I'll see you around, I guess. She watched him walk away. His jacket and loose-fitting jeans looked more or less like everyone else's, but there was a sureness in his walk that set him apart from the crowd. Laurel was envious of that confident stride. Maybe someday. Laurel threw her backpack on the counter and slumped onto a bar stool. Her mom, Sarah, glanced up from the bread she was kneading. How was school? It sucked. Her hand stopped. Language, Laurel.